Laura,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you could join the band.
I'm happy too with it. Yeah,
It's been
really.
really nice to work with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I sort of threw you in the deep end a little bit and gave you like this solo piece. I'm just like, hey Laura, here's a solo piece.
Yeah.
I really want you to do this.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just left you with it for a while.
Yeah.
But then once we started working together, it was so nice, and especially nice for me because we kind of tuned in together because like as you were playing it for me, and then we started working on it after you played. We were sort of discussing the little stories about the piece and the locations and I could hear the sort of the visual images through your playing, and you really brought that out.
Yeah, that's what I always like. Of course, you have so many musicians and so many people play sometimes same pieces, but the only thing is I always like to show or to tell some stories in my music, and also to have some emotional effect also on people, because all people have all kinds of emotion, and that makes us universal. And of course, everybody has a different character, but emotions are always the same. And I think in life, everybody has sometimes the same emotions coming back. And through music, you can have these emotions. And also next to the emotions, you also have, for example, when you were talking about the landscapes, then it gives me something to imagine when I play the piece, instead of only notes or only saying this can be louder or softer, but why louder and softer?
Yeah, sure.
And then when I'm performing this piece, I really try also to see the mountains and it waking up. When I played it last Saturday, I was starting with the piece, and it's really, I can show, it's really like what you told me, like everything is still calm and nobody's awake yet. And you really can, I try really to show it in very, not in a sharp, but in a sort of blurred sound that you don't notice what's going on yet, as if you're still a little bit asleep or something. So I try to do not like, but really to have those sounds also.
And I can really feel that quality of that, like that just before sunrise quality. The shadows in the valley, the mist.
And then at the end, you told me also like a sort of Irish dance. And I really think also of dance at that time, also when I'm performing it. When you have, for example, this. Really try to feel the energy of that some dolls or some people are really going to dance in that area.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the only thing that I'm not getting nervous, that I think of something else. I think
okay. Right, for sure. And with that dance, I really had this the idea that it's like bringing out the Irish mythology. The fairies dancing, and when we think of fairies as like these little magic things, that's so Disney. Fairies are dark.
They're really dark.
They're kind of quite sinister, right? So the dance starts really light and like everyone's digging along, and then it goes a little bit like dark.
Then it's going really to get dark again. It's still the energy.
The next question. I was going to ask which bit that you find the most difficult.
It was actually Ridgeway. Ridgeway is difficult because you have all those different layers. You have 5 against 3, and or 6, and then at the same time 6 right hand, 5 left hand, and I was like, normally you do 6 and 4 because then you have a sort of equality in it. It was like, oh, how can I ever do it? I really practice it. All those ways, and 5 against 3. It's really, I was like, I can never do it. I was just also talking with a percussion player, and then he said how I could practice it.
Oh, really? Oh, that's great.
Also with only a few notes, and then I'm always very impatient. When I see something, I always want to that I can already play. And I thought also, oh, it's so quick, it's much too quick. I cannot play it because it's a lot of those
repeated
repetitions.
Notes. I figure that like I always work with amazingly talented musicians. I know that they can do it.
Yeah.
So
And at the end, yeah, it's possible. So I must not be so impatient.
yeah. As a composition student, you're encouraged to write really complicated music. To sort of prove how difficult you can make it.
Yeah.
So I always carry this conscience with me.
Yeah.
And then you find out that it's a lot of work for the performers, and it's not, and you're sort of like lumping them with all this work to do.
Yeah.
And so I sort of learned over the years that a balance between the two, and basically for my own conscience, and also that I can sort of judge accurately, I figure that if I can play it myself, the performers can do it.
Yeah.
And so I do spend hours and hours practicing 5 on 3 and one note at a time, and then practicing the scales. So I sort of build up my own technique. Yeah. And my technique is not a perfect pianist technique, but I find the music in what I play, like in the piano. I just find my way in the piano. Yeah. And then I sort of have to figure out a way to notate it, because actually it isn't that direct or simple. It's sort of a little bit blurry or a little bit like messy, and then so I sort of have to approximate what I'm doing to something which sounds like that. So then I get these rhythms.
I like really always those layers, because the rhythms they really have their own lives like people have, but they just go all together to one direction. So that is what I like in your music so much. That is really alive, and it's about so many things. Also the tonality, I like always also a lot of minor, and you use also
of course, minor,
but very unexpected.
Major's way too happy.
Yeah, but in a very unexpected way. So that's what I really like about it.
Thanks, Laura. It's been really great working with you.
Yeah, thank you too.